Hello and welcome to this ETETutor video that's part of the Free Dictionary Fridays collection. This video is for GCSE English language students who are studying Frankenstein. So what we're going to do is have a look at a couple of words that will help you get to grips with the novel. It might be the first time that you've read an older novel like this, so hopefully this video will help you sort of understand a little bit of what was going on with Mary Shelley's novel and where she was coming from as a writer. So we can see we've got a term up here, romanticism. Hopefully some of you may already be aware of this. It just depends what stage you were at with your studies. So let's get up the definition and have a little chat about it and how it relates to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So Shelley is a romantic writer. She's part of the romantic movement, part of romanticism. Okay, so this was a movement, a change in thinking that started before Mary Shelley wrote her novel. So you can see the dates over here. And romanticism was really about rejecting the ways of doing things in the past and starting something new and exciting. Some people think of the Romantics as being a little bit like hippies who were full of emotion and imagination, loved nature and individual expression. Okay, so they didn't have to do things, they didn't have to write in the way that previous writers had done. Okay, so hopefully if you've already read Frankenstein, you might be thinking, well, yeah, actually, it is pretty shocking, the stuff that's in that novel, considering the time it was written, the fact that it was written by a very young woman. So you can really see how the novel does new things and it deals with new issues. It follows a character who is really a strong individual pursuing his individual freedom. So that's Victor Frankenstein. So you can see how the themes within the novel and the characters within the novel relate to the romantic movement. Okay, hopefully that first one's helped. Let's try a couple more now. So hopefully you recognise that word as well, because this is a word that you use throughout your English studies. So it's genre. Let's have a look. So with genre, quite often if you're looking in any kind of literary terms, you're going to get a very long, detailed definition. But all you need to know at the moment is that it's a category, a type of composition, a type of art. So it could be music, literature, film, television, poetry, whatever it is. It will fit into either one genre or a few genres. You can have a bit of a genre mashup. But what we've got with Frankenstein is quite an interesting genre that we can have a look at. So we'll be looking at how the novel is typical of a genre in terms of its style, form and its content. So maybe some of you know what genre we can describe Frankenstein as, but maybe you don't just yet, and that's not a problem. So we will have a look now and hopefully you'll feel a bit more confident. Okay, Gothic. So if you're not sure of this as being a genre of literature, you might know it as being a type of people, so Goths, but that's not what we're talking about here. But Goths, the way they dress and some of their beliefs, not all of them obviously, but some of them do reflect this type of writing. It's a genre, the Gothic genre, style of fiction that emphasises the grotesque, mysterious and desolate. So think about Frankenstein. It is grotesque. Remember the scenes where he's cutting up the body parts, digging around in graveyards. It's spooky, it's creepy. Think about the settings, think about how gloomy it is. Think about the darkness, the use of pathetic fallacy throughout the novel. All of those features really make it clear that we can consider Frankenstein as a Gothic novel or a Gothic romance. Okay, don't want to overwhelm you too much, so we'll leave it at that in terms of our first little look at Frankenstein in the Free Dictionary Friday collections. There will be more of these coming up, so if you haven't already subscribed and you're going to be doing your GCSEs next year, it's a really good idea to do so. Alright then, thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.